save the victor will. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. Today is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes, and we are playing with some Revolution Beauty. This is our first video for October, so we are doing things with a spooky vibe. I'm not very good at Halloween looks, but I am good at playing with Halloween related makeup, and these are the products that we're going to be using. So if you wanted to see how I created this look, how these items performed, you're in the right place, and you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so this is going to be our first Halloween inspired. I'm not into, because I can't do it, all the crazy makeup, even though I love it so much, but I can play with Halloween related palettes. So we are playing with Revolution Beauty today. I haven't played with Revolution in a long time. It's easy to get a lot of their base products, but to get fancy of the new palettes and things, it's usually quite difficult, or I've never seen it here. But I did manage to find from Revolution the Twisted Fantasy palette. So this was part of a small collection. I didn't buy everything because I didn't buy all the lip products, but I did buy this palette, and then it's got this beautiful case like this. You open it, and I couldn't even see the color story. There was no example, so I just thought, okay, let's try this. So I did quickly open it to look at the color story. It's got the little plastic here, and this is the color story here, and I think it's pretty good. So at first I was like, oh, if it's really bad, I'll take it back. I mean, there are some neutrals in here, but we do have what looks to be a very dark black, shimmery black, a silver, some green, some white, a little bit of purple. So it does have some Halloween spooky vibes, and then you can also do it for in the daytime or for blending. You have some nice neutral colors. So we have this palette here. Then I also picked up their Vampire Kiss lip stain. I was warned ahead of time to make sure I use a liner because it apparently does move into the lip lines. Way back in the day, I had like a tint through, I will put the name here because it just literally jumped out of my head. But anyways, it was another company that had that years ago and I used, so it was quite fun to see this. And then I also bought the Terror Transformation Liquid Liner Set, and there was 3 eyeliners in here, a black, a red, and a white. And I can always use liner. I've been trying to find a good white one. You can never go wrong having extra black ones, and I don't think I have any red liquid liners, so I thought we could play with them today. So, and then these ones were the Terror Transformation Liquid Liner. So the Terror Transformation Liquid Liner, the Vampire Kiss Lip Stain, and then the Twisted Fantasy palette. So I did some of my base. I just put a light base. I'm just going to a friend's later on for dinner and a movie, so I didn't want anything too heavy, and I haven't been into more heavier bases recently. So what I've been using, it doesn't always cover every kind of skin thing, but it does kind of even things out, and that's kind of where we are. So hopefully none of this will cause any fallout, because if it does, then we'll have to redo our base before I go out. So I'm going to take a little of the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. I just take the one in white because that's the one I have. I got it in an ice cream beauty box, and that's what we're going to use today. And then I thought the only other thing I have that's a Revolution that we can play with is the Dragon's Heart highlighter here. So it's a multicolor highlighter, so it's got some golds and pink in there. I thought we could do that. And just for keeping the price down for a blush, I thought we can maybe use something from the Sea Color Blossom palette, because I quite like that. So I'm trying to stick to as much Revolution, but since I don't have that much, and I don't have any of the base anymore, I did like a few of their foundations. I have used them in the past, and if I needed one and I couldn't get something else that I liked, I would definitely try them again. Okay, so let's go into this palette again and see what we have. I want to, as always, let's test the black. So we're going to, there's no names that I can see on here, so we're just going to go with the black in the corner there, and we're going to see what it's like. In that one palette I had, I remember there being a matte black, and it was okay, and that was before I was really had any kind of practice with using blacks, so it was probably because I didn't really use it that much because I didn't like it. I don't know if it was just my lack of experience in black, or if it really was a bad black. So we're gonna gently tap some in here in the corner, and that's doing not too bad actually, and it's going on a white base, so you know that could, you know, lighten it and turn it a bit gray, so we could probably add more on top, but I thought we're just gonna pat some in here on the outer corner, and I just thought we can gently go into Halloween with this with the month of October, because like I said, I want to use because I have a few different Halloween palettes and Halloween inspired palettes that I bought over the last year to 2 years. So I do want to keep using them. I have bought a couple new ones. And so I just went into the spirit of Halloween for the month of October. So this black is looking pretty good. I am not unhappy with that. Like I said, we're just nicely patting it into the corner to have some darkness there. I'm just doing dinner and a movie. I don't know if I feel like going absolutely insane for this look, but I just wanted to play with some Revolution again. So there we go. So when it comes to mattes, it just seems to be that they're the neutral mattes, the black, and then there is a neutrally kind of a dark, middling purple, like a cool tone purple, and then there's kind of a lavendery shade. So I think I'm going to take that darker purple and pop that on. So that's this one here. Depending on how you look at it, it could look neutral, but it is definitely, it has a tinge of purple. So this is definitely more of a palette that you would have to, at least matte wise, grab other mattes. So now this is looking more brown than purple, but that is okay. We can still end up putting a purple shimmer on there if that's what we decide to go with. So now I want to dip into that lavendery shade. I think we're going to do that up front there. So that's that shade there. We're going to go in that lavender shade. And then there's butterfly imprints in here. I think that might be standard. I swear I've seen butterfly imprints in other Revolution things. I don't know if that's their standard imprint, and it's on the boxes and stuff here as well. I think spiders or something might have been a better option. I don't know how much I like this. All right. Hopefully the shimmers are going to save the day here. Let's go back into the black. And then I'm going to go along the bottom. I'm going to take that same black and I'm going to use that along my lash line. It's going to be a very dark look. Okay, so now let's play with some of the shimmers, and then I'm going to see if I can fix along the edge with a thinner brush at the end. And then we've got liners to play with as well. Let's go on the outer edge and let's do this black shimmer there and add some shimmer. We'll end up doing a shimmery eye. We can just say that these, this is soft. So this is definitely a really soft formula. Be careful. I didn't want to, or I almost dug a hole right into there. So be gentle. They are a little bit softer. And then let's just see how these go on the outer edge there. Oh, there, look at that. It's got some shimmer to it. I mean, this is a budget brand. I think the palette was under $20. I think it was, I want to say $14.99. It always seems to be, every time I go into the drugstore, it's the same for the last 2-3 years. It's been the same 2 or 3 palettes and some base products, but not a lot of stuff like this. So I was happy to see that they had a display with all this Halloween. So we do get a little bit of nice black shimmer there. So now let's see. Now let's go into the purple one. So there's a pink and a purple. So we're going to do the purple in the middle on top of that shade that I thought, see, because it does have like, it's neutrally, but it does seem to have a little tinge of purple. So we're just going to pop that on top. Like I said, I was not expecting major things from this palette, but it seems to be nice enough to play with. So if you're, what they say, balling on a budget, not too bad. All right, so here is that purple shade. Yeah, the shimmers are making this palette, yeah. Yeah, see, I think the shimmers are really making this palette for sure. So I'll say the Revolution shimmer formula is really good. And the black was pretty good. Like I said, I think it's just because this is pretty neutral heavy. I think if we would have had a purple matte instead of that lavender or that browny purple, and we had a green matte in here, a pink matte, I think this would have, and then maybe even a gray one. I think this then would have been the perfect palette, and then just took out that browny one, the lavendery one, and one of the neutrals, and then just left 3 neutrals, like a light, medium, and dark, for depending on your skin tone for blending. And then for the shimmer up front, let's do the pink one, because we have green, gold, and silver. So I think we're going to do the pink up front. So yeah, it's a very soft formula, so you need to be careful. This one's got a beautiful, almost multi-chromy. Like, it looks like it's going from pink to purple. Yeah, it definitely seems to shift from a pink to a purple. So maybe they just mixed, because I wouldn't call it a duochrome per se, but they might have mixed 2 different shimmery shades together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just kind of clean up around the edges. You don't need to sit here and watch me do that. And then I think I'm going to put one of the blushes on, and then I'll come back and we can play with the highlighters, the eyeliner, and the lips together. Okay, so I just cleaned up around the edge, added just a teeny bit more color to kind of even it out. I think this is looking pretty nice. And then I just popped on a little bit of the blush. And now I thought for inner corner, I thought, because we're going to play with this highlighter really quick. So again, this is the Dragon Hearts from Revolution, their multicolor highlighter. So I thought maybe for the inside, we can use a little bit of this pink shade here. And then pop that, because we've got, you know, kind of pinks and purples going right there. Oh, there went the lid. And I thought we could just maybe stick that right there. There we go. And then let's pop on a little bit on top there. I think we're going to go into this kind of lightish shade there. Sweep that back and forth a few times. Tap it up and see what we get here. Yeah, that's really nice. Oh, itchy nose. Blend that a little bit. It's so blingy. Look at that. Like, there we go. Rescue my lid, and there we go. So now let's take a final look at that eyeshadow palette. So we ended up using the black, that shade, a little bit of this shade, that, and that. So there we go. Not too bad, but also not that great. So next up, let's do the eyeliner, because I just don't want to smudge on my lips. So I think we're going to just use the black one, see what that one's like. The white one, I'm just worried if I use that on top of the color, it'll color the tip of the eyeliner. And then the red one, I don't think that quite goes, so I think we're going to do black. Let's see what this looks like. So it is one of these little fine, oh, let me just stick that there, little fine brushes. It's a very shiny, so let's see how this works. Okay, so it's stiff, a little liquidy, but not too liquidy, so that's good. They have a black eyeliner that's in a gold pen with like pointed edges. That one is really, really good. I really like that. I was almost tempted the day when I got this. I was looking at the Revolution stuff because my Shoppers Drug Mart had just put in a high-end makeup area, and then they had redone their drugstore brands. And then I saw the Revolution. I'm like, oh, they've got the felt pen one that I liked. I was going to get it, but then I saw this set, so I thought, okay, I'm going to try that. So I'm just going to dip in one more time. Again, this is very, very, very stiff. I don't know, you can bend it in here, but on the eye, it just stays very stiff. And I'm going to do a little small wing there. You can see it's a different black, darker black than that shimmer there. So just like a teeny wing just to see how it is to navigate with this. Like I said, it's very stiff. And like I said, when I take the color, I can bend it, but when I'm on my eye, I think I would have to have some major amount of pressure on there to get it to bend on the eye. But so there we go, and that's the liner there. Yeah, I'll definitely have to, maybe with one of the other Halloween looks, or other palettes, try one of the other shades there. So there is the liner. Let's just keep it together in the box for now. All right, so now for the lipstick. So I was told for the lip stain that when I posted that, I found some Revolution in one of my makeup groups. I was given that heads up to definitely put a lip liner on. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so I just have this liner here. I believe this is from Essence Cosmetics. Again, yes, we're trying to stay within the budget here. And then let's line our lips here. We get the lipstick something to stick to, I guess. All right, so there we go, little Essence liner, and now let's try this. So it does look like a vial of blood. Let's see what kind of applicator is on there. There we go. Oh, that's a mighty big doe fit applicator. Wowza, that is kind of ginormous. All right, let's see. I bet you this would be good for a blush too. There you go. So it goes on very, very lightly at first, so definitely a second layer is good. But there we go. So there is our Vampire Kiss lip stain. And yeah, there we go. We'll have to see what the longevity is. If I remember when I'm editing, because I don't think I'm going to have time to edit it right now, I will see how it worked out through the day and I can see if it stayed for a while or whatever. But so far I'm not seeing it move anywhere. It did go red. It did change because the red lip liner from Essence is almost more of a pinky red. Maybe we should do one more layer since it's a bit drier now. Smells good. All right, so there we go. There is our first kind of Halloween related makeup release, and starting with a Revolution Beauty. Hey, so editing me here, I thought I would just come back to comment a little bit. So the stain stayed pretty good. I'm actually liking the eyeshadow. I was gonna say, if you picked up anything from the collection, I think the lip stain is really nice, and I really like the eyeliner a lot, at least the black that I used. The shimmer is good in the palette. I mean, the palette's okay. I think the stars of the show is, for me, going to be the lip stain and the eyeliner. Am I unhappy that I bought it? No, not really. Did I need to buy it? No, not really. So I leave it up to you if you think this is worth it to purchase. If you liked this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and we can still test some affordable Revolution Beauty together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.